Hello people. So I'd make a video about one of my debtors. This guy's he's a bit of an idiot, this bloke, and I thought I'd make a fun video about him. Hang about, I just got to adjust a few things here. See if we can get a bit of height on here. Right. I might have to adjust this a little bit. I've got to get myself a decent webcam. I'm trying to do this from my iPhone at the moment. But anyway, let's see how this turns out. Anyway, this sent an invoice off to the guy. You can quite clearly see it there. There you go. There's an invoice there. And then the guy swears at me. And he basically says F off and not paying you a penny. Do you think I'm stupid? And so I'm going to report you as well. And all of this kind of stuff. Usual run-of-the-mill scare tactics to try and get the creditor to back off. So there's quite a lot of emails here. I'll try and get through them quickly if I can. Yeah, so this guy, so try and find out where I am. Here we go. So I forwarded him a where I won my case in county court, which proves contract and all of that, and because everybody signs up in the same manner, they're all signing up to the same contract, right? So because it's a uniform service to absolutely everyone. But anyway, this guy, he threatens to like go into print about me and all of this, and I'm not too sure where that email is actually. It's one of the mails that I'll go through it and I'll show it to you anyway. But basically, the guy threatens to go into print about me and report me to trading standards and all of this kind of stuff. I mean, these people are real lunatics. Do you know what I mean? Especially as I've beaten someone in county court. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be ridiculously easy for me to take this guy in and sue the hell out of him and waste his time and embarrass him and cost him loads of money and all. But I was trying to avoid all of that. But anyway, I wrote back to him and said, look, you know, if you're going to print about me, I'll do the same to you, and that's in addition to posting you in front of 600,000 visitors yearly. By the way, I don't think trading standards will care, seeing as the event domain is won in county court. So, you know, that was that. I'd got him basically by the balls here. So then something quite shocking happened. He actually apologised to me. He says, Chris, let's start over. I apologise, etc., etc., for being over the top and rude to you. It wasn't just rudeness and abuse. He flames swore at me. The reason why I was like that is lately I'm getting contacted from so many salesmen and other scammers. I'm not saying you're same, but please understand if I don't ask for a service, I don't want one. So he still hasn't admitted to signing up to the thing. Anyway, he goes on to say, I haven't ordered any paid services or advertising services from you or anyone else online. Really? Oh, well, that's why you're in a ton of directories, mate, isn't it? All over the web, yeah. Anyway, it says, if you can remove me from your email list, you know, thank you. Yeah, yeah, like I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? So anyway, obviously, I declined because the guy owes me cash, and I want me money. Funnily enough, so I think I wrote back to him and said, not a chance. It's not happening, mate. And he sends me another email, claiming again that he never ordered any services from me, and please remove me from your database, and the invoice is invalid. And well, it's not invalid if I've got. See, the thing is, I've got paperwork on this guy, and I've got lots of information, including his IP address and his company logo and his email address and all of this. And I've now got his company name, the works. So the guy's just like digging himself a hole here. And then he goes in to say the invoice is invalid, and then he threatens me. The guy threatens me. He says, I have all previous emails and I'm prepared to follow up till the end. I'm sure you can do honest business with customers who actually have ordered your services. And then he goes on to say, as I said, I haven't ordered any paid services from you. Kind regards, blah, blah, blah. And all the rest of it. I mean, these people are absolutely insane. They're really insane, these people. They sign up to a website, get themselves into a contract and all of that, and then they swear blind that it's not them. I mean, what's the matter with these lunatics? I mean, these really are lunatics, these people. Then this is the threatening email, okay? This is where he threatens me. So I've got him basically threatening me with defamation of character here. All right. Excuse me, I must take a sip of hot chocolate here. So this is the email where he threatens me. Let's just get this. And it goes on to say, you send me one more invoice, and I will make time to write reviews online about your company, and I will contact Trading Standards with complaint. Well, I don't think Trading Standards are going to be wanting anything to do with this, seeing as I have a court order that proves just about everything that there is. So good luck with that one, mate. But that's where he threatened me anyway. And then he threatens me again. The guy threatens me again. But before I go into that, I just want to prove, what. So I wrote back to the guy, and I said, look, I already have the contractual documents, and explained that he even sent one of them back to me because it was attached to an email that he replied, and it's called add submission document, and there you go, that's it. That's it right there. And all of this was automatically sent to him on registration anyway, and I explained a bit more about it, that it's that he received a username and password document as well, which proves his account creation, all signed and date stamped, sent by the system automatically, and all of this. And I've got his name and everything, so that his ID has been established. And I just told him to stop playing games. Basically, don't do it. And then I've said, don't forget your malicious comms email, and I've got no problem including that within the evidence bundle to district judge, and things get serious if you don't pay up, basically. So the guy's got nowhere to go with this now. He's totally screwed. He's seriously screwed now, facing possible legal action. And you know, I'm not gonna settle for his abuse and his lies and everything else. So instead of like just paying me, because quite clearly the guy's got no choice here, he then fires off another email to me. All right. Whoops. Try and find which one it is now. And he says, hi, I'm not playing games now, not at all. The £50 is not worth all the arguments. I'm absolutely serious about not seeing that I will have to pay. This guy's English is not very good. I don't know whether he's upset and he's trying to type at the same time. Probably not a good idea, but anyway. It says, so first of all, he says basically I'm going to pay you because the 50 quid is not worth all the arguments, so I'm just going to like hand it over to you, but he has to do that contractually anyway because the service has been provided. And he says, then he goes on to say, maybe you don't believe me and thinking I just don't want to pay. I just don't want to pay. So his English is really awful, you know. I have no problem to pay if I'm fully in knowledge of entering in contract with your company. I have learned my lesson and will be more careful next time. Not your fault, you just trying to make honest living as everyone else. I will make a payment. Keep on dropping my phone. I will make a payment once I receive a confirmation from you that you will remove me from your database and won't send me any more invoices in future. Well, I'm not gonna. No. He pays first. No, he pays first, and you know I still owe him some time on the site, say like 10 months or something. So you know I'm not gonna remove him because once I take payment, I've got to continue providing the service. You see, so I'm not gonna, you know, because if I do that, then I'm reneging on my promise, and I'm not gonna do that to the guy. You know. And he says, all I want is to close this matter and never come cross with your company in future. What an idiot. One more thing, can you please send me an invoice where I can pay you with blah, 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 blah. And other reasons why he doesn't want to pay and all of this load of cobblers. I could see where this was going. You know, I didn't actually think I was going to get the payment out of him, but then I got back in touch with him and I said, look, and I said, you know, if you make the payments, I assure you no more invoices will be sent out, and he's got 10 months left with my site, and you know, take advantage of that and he'll get business from it. And then I just added at the end, but I assure you, once your payment goes through, we will not be doing business ever again. However, I wish you best of luck with your company, you know, Aspect Hire. So, you know, I was getting a bit fed up of these emails going back and forth with this guy. And I really thought that was the end of it. I really did. I thought, you know, looks like this guy's going to pay me. And he says, he says, hi, I appreciate your response, and we'll sort out the payment this coming Thursday. So, you know, And he says, he goes on to say, I would like to apologise for my first email. That wasn't right from me to act the way I did. I should have checked first all the information. Well, yeah, you should have done, yeah. You definitely should have done. So, great. He's going to pay me. Brilliant. And then he sends me another email and saying that, hi, payment was sent today. Just my wife made a little mistake and paid from our cleaning services company. That's our second business, blah, blah. So please don't get confused. Yeah, so, okay, all right. And then, yeah, I thought that was pretty much it. And yeah, so I thought, you know, that's it. That's the end of it. The guy's paid. Brilliant. The guy paid up. Great stuff. Excellent. Brilliant. So that was hopefully the end of that, and it was. So there we go. That's another interesting, you know, bit of touche there. You know, bit of sparring there, bit of fencing there. And, you know, I wish these people would just friggin' well pay up. And I mean, what's the matter with them? Idiots. But anyway, I've got lots more emails to go. I've got lots more of these. So when the site is, we're doing some work on the site at the moment. So once all that's done, I'll be back running the business pretty much full time. So anyway, I want to thank you all for tuning in for another interesting video about my life in business, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks very much for tuning in. Cheers. See ya.